guys, Andy's Dinosaur Reviews back today. I am actually going to do my second video for today just because I wanted to get one uploaded yesterday and today, and I unfortunately did not have time yesterday. So I'm just going to do my second one for today. But it's also because I received something new in the mail the other day, and it is beautiful. And as I said, new, it's not just new to me, it's new to everyone. It's brand new, it just recently came out. And that, I shouldn't say it, there's actually two. They are Gunn and Rose. The 2017, final 2017 Velociraptors. These are not the last in the Velociraptor line from Rebor. I believe there's one more. As we turn the box around, you can see exactly who has been in this line. It's Winston and Stan, the 2-pack of the bronze version. Fox bronze, I'm not sure how you say that exactly. Then there was just the regular Winston, Spring-Heel Jack, Alex DeLarge, Pete, Gunn, Rose, and there's an empty slot. And I'm pretty certain that that empty slot will be filled very soon, hopefully. But it will be filled by the Lost World Jurassic Park color variation of a Velociraptor. As we've now gotten the Jurassic Park version, we've gotten a Jurassic World Blue and I think Delta, I forget. I'm not too familiar with the names of the ones from Jurassic World. And we've also gotten these two from the Jurassic Park 3 movie. Now this one was obviously the female in the movie. This is one of the males. And there you go, that's what they look like. Boxes, just plain black. Everywhere but the back, which shows you all the other raptors. Both boxes are the same. And now let's look at the figures. Here is Rose. And here is Gunn. I'm gonna turn Gunn a little bit there. As I said before, both of these models are based off the Jurassic Park 3 movie, and I also mentioned that this would be the big main female of the movie. This one of the males, obviously it's missing the little head feathers that they have, but I'm sure that would have cost Rebor way too much to include, so I am not even remotely unhappy that they did not include those. It's completely understandable. And it wasn't really necessary, they didn't need to do it. So, why bother? Let's take a look at the figures up close. We'll start with Rose, the female. Obviously, she's got an articulated jaw there. I'm trying to say it opens and closes very good and easily, but it doesn't because I just did that. It actually does. It opens and closes very nice. The teeth are beautifully colored. They look like a very realistic, like translucent type of a color. The mouth is very, very, very shiny. It's got a beautiful wet look, so it looks very alive. As with the eyes, same deal. The eyes also have a nice wet look. Really brings them to life. She has a beautiful, beautiful color scheme all over. I really was a fan of this white version of the Raptor, and I think that this figure does the Raptor beautiful justice. It's absolutely, absolutely marvelous the way they painted this. You can see the paint is pretty much the same the whole way through the body, with just the black spots and stripes on the white body. It looks very, very, very nicely done. Got a little bit of red around the eye with the yellowish eye. And then the underbelly, it's got like a reddish type of color on its feet and on its hands. Actually is not as bright in my opinion as the feet, but it's also got it on the hands. As you can see, you can move the arms, put them however you would like. I would probably keep them back like that, but that's just me. Take a look here now at Gunn. Pretty much the same deal as Rose. Articulated jaw, Opens and closes very nicely. Now, something that I actually want to say, any of you that do get these figures, or any of the Rebor Raptors for that matter, when I originally got this about a day or two ago, I had an issue with the mouth of Gunn where when I would open it, it would go about here and then it would just slowly close. It would just go up to here, and I couldn't keep it open. I couldn't figure out why, as Rose's mouth is absolutely perfect. It opens and closes perfectly. But Gunn wasn't really doing it. As I said, it would just kind of float back up. So I pushed its mouth open to a decent length, a decent amount of open, and I left it that way for an entire day. And now, when I came back to it, now the jaw is absolutely perfect. It moves exactly the way I would like. So that's a little bit of a problem solver for any of you that happen to get this figure, or any of the other Rebor Raptors. If you have that issue where the mouth is kind of doesn't really want to open very far, just push it open. Don't push it too far, as I'm certain you could probably snap the jaw right off if you did push it too far. But if you just open it enough and leave it that way, at least for me it worked. It should loosen the jaw up enough that it'll open and close pretty well. Again, let's take a closer look at this guy. The coloration to me looks pretty much exactly as it looks in Jurassic Park 3. He has the nice little red hair above the face. Beautiful, beautiful red eye with the blue around it, just like you see in the movie. Nice little white stripe that follows the length of the body. It's got a little bit of a tannish color here that's connecting the brown gray type color on the body. Underside very similar to the other one with the reddish feet, but this one has a darker red. Show you here a little bit of a different coloration. And the feet and the hands are the same deal. Also has articulated arms that move. And that's pretty much the gist of it. That's Gunn and Rose. Both absolutely beautiful. Rebor, I cannot speak highly enough of Rebor. I think that their figures are always top of the line, and the Raptors have just been unbelievable. If anybody has ever wanted to collect Jurassic Park Raptors, I don't think you're going to find any better Jurassic Park Raptors than the ones that Rebor has released. These things are so beautiful, and they just look generally alive. Like, I almost feel like they could just stand up and walk away at any moment, especially with the nice gloss that is on their eyes. Just really makes them look like they're just watching me. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just crazy, who knows. Another thing that I do want to point out that I'm not 100% positive if anybody has noticed, or if it's just an issue with my figures, is although these two look like they're exactly the same, they look like they're the same pose and all, mine two aren't exactly the same. If you look on the underbelly here, the distance between the little pelvis area here and this foot is not the same as it is with Gunn that it is with Rose. I noticed this by looking at the side of them. I noticed that the hand of Rose, when I push her arm in, goes behind her claw. But with Gunn, doesn't do that. It comes in and goes right into the claw. And then I happen to take a little bit of a look on the underside and notice that the leg here is in closer than the leg is on Rose. And I also kind of feel like the other leg also is a little bit different. It's in a little bit further than Rose. I don't know if that was something that was meant to be, and I'm not sure if maybe I've just this whole time assumed they were the exact same sculpt, and they're not. They're slightly different. Even looking at them right here, they kind of look like maybe Gunn is a little higher than Rose. Yeah, you can notice there's definitely a difference. And yeah, a lot of people I think just believe that it's the same exact sculpt, and my two look quite significantly different. Obviously both are down in a crouching position. I have heard a few theories as to what the reason for the crouching position is. Mainly the scene with Tia Leone where they're jumping up to try to grab her in the tree. It was these two exact raptors that did do it. But I don't know if that's exactly what inspired the pose. Probably. I mean, that would make sense to me. But I also feel like there's a chance that maybe the pose is just inspired by two raptors that were sitting over a nest of eggs. Because they're definitely in a nice squatting position. I feel like that you could easily put them over a nest and it would be as if they're just guarding a nest. So yeah, I mean, that might be the idea behind the pose. It might also just be, and probably is, the fact that they're going to jump up and try to eat Tia Leone's head as she's hanging from a tree. Who knows? I don't know for sure. I guess only Rebor knows. As far as the figure's size goes, from head to tail, they are about 8.5 inches, or at least Gunn is. Let's see if Rose follows the, oh, well, I'm not gonna find out now. See if Rose follows the same. Yep, 8.5 inches. The height, now see, I feel like they're both, I didn't notice the differences in the height before. Let's take a look at that in its own right. The height of my Rose is about 3 inches, but the height of Gunn is 3.5, so there you go. It's very deceiving when you look at them, even from this standpoint. It really looks like they're the same pose and the same sculpt. But as it turns out, they're not. Pretty nifty. Bring the rest of the family in here. The whole group of raptors from Rebor. I guess technically you can say that the Winston and Stan Fox Brown, I'm not sure how you say that. The bronze version isn't in here. I do have that, but I have it in storage. It's not one that I normally display. But yeah, these are the main ones. I did not bring out the baby Stan either, but these are the main big Velociraptors that are displayed on the back of the box. Hopefully we'll get the Lost World version sooner rather than later. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.